Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Sunderland, it is Bright Lights, and it's episode 51 of Bright Lights here, and I have a game for you today that, you guys maybe not would have expected. Instead of opening up the game with the first game of the season like we usually do, because of our FA Cup success last season, we have the Community Shield versus Liverpool. Now there is 3 days left before the window, but I can probably categorically say that would definitely not be any ins in the transfer window because we have a massive squad. But there may be an out or two, maybe somewhere, maybe on loan. But we'll discuss that in just a second. You guys are here because obviously we do want to speak about what's going on. But here we are. We're only going to get into the league table, and we are going to get into season preview here. We're currently predicted to finish 7-1. That is apparently what our best team is. There's probably a couple of names on that list that you may not know. Probably only one in Silver, but we'll discuss who Silver is, of course. At 22 is our average age of squad. I'm actually very happy with how the squad does look, and especially with we could see maybe some of the transfers here. Especially with how the squad does look. I'm very happy with how we are going into Europe as well. And I feel like we can definitely mount a challenge in both Europe and also in the league. Now, we go to our transfer history for this year. We've spent 16.5 mil, but we've raked in a massive 35 million. And it is going to be a little bit more come the summer because I do have some sound news to tell you about in this episode as well. Is because one of the legends of the save is going to be leaving us as well. Anyway, first things first is that we got a massive offer. We are currently on stream, link in the description below. We got a massive offer on stream for Wesley, Everton there. Just look, 57 rated. He's like a decent player for the Premier League. He's not great. He's not great for Europe. To get 24 mil with clauses to get it up to 27, we're probably going to get all 27 of that. It's not too bad. I feel like it was a good offer. The next one there was Linus that went for 10.25. It was his market value. Currently worth 6.75 anyway. Just wasn't good enough for us. He's a championship player at the best. The club captain. He was always going to be upset if we ever released him. So to just get 10 mil from Fenerbahce without paying any fees or anything was pretty good. The next one was kept to Thuram. Now, Thuram had all the potential in the world. We just never could play him because we always brought in players better than him. I think he's very well-rounded, and for the lower levels, I think Lincoln have brought up a great player for 700k that they spent on him, and I hope he does well in his future. He did play 78 games for us, did Thuram. The next couple of ones, though, you see Nakamura's on loan, Fofana's gone on loan, Lopez on loan, David McCarthy's on loan, Sydney's on loan again, Frank went on loan because of his work permit, he's out loan at Wolves, but there is one name, and it is Sergi Sampri, and he has a mandatory fee as well, so that means that he's on loan, and he does join permanently next season. Now, Sergi Sampri is worth 14.5 mil, but his contract is ending up in 3 years, and I wasn't thinking of renewing it. He's 28. He didn't want to speak to any other clubs because he's really loyal, and then realised that, hang on a second, we're not going to play. So when Fiorentina came in for him on a key contract, saying that, can he come and play for us for this year? I said yes. The loan itself, they're paying 200k a month for him no matter what. So it's going to be 2 mil and then 6.25 mil in next year on the 1st of July. So that means that it's an 8 mil transfer. They're also paying 100% of his wages, which are 40 grand a week. So to get his wages off, to get him on loan, to know he's going on playing first team football in the Serie A at a good home where we can't play him this year. We can't even play him in Europe because we have so many midfielders, and we have midfielders in under 23. We have midfielders coming out of our zoo, and we've got another midfielder to talk about in just a second as well. It was good to get Sergi Sampri out and just to say to Sergi, look, you're a great player for us, but unfortunately, you played 3 wonderful years on a free to get 6.5 mil for you, 6.25 mil, and then 2 mil loan and get your wages off. You've been great. And, he never had a standout year, but he was always solid. He was Mr. Reliable, Sergi Sampri. Now into the ins, and, there's obviously one big in that you guys are thinking, but I think the best signing we made is the free signing in Isaac Silva. Isaac Silva is someone that you may have seen us on stream, if you're watching from the stream, scout out maybe back when Portugal became, we put Portugal in the save and all the regions came out. It was a region, was the Portuguese, not international, but at Moncini, where Joao Silva was obviously on loan. And we did talk about Moncini having some really good regions that we tried to pinch. The centre-back, we pinched Diogo from there, who we have to talk about as well. Diogo's not very happy with me at the moment. I'm not very happy with Diogo. Isaac Silva is just sensational. He's currently on the same level as Haller, according to Luis Morales, or just below Haller's level. To get him in on a rotation contract for 50 grand a week is sensational. He doesn't have the best of determination, but he's got everything that you want from an attacking midfielder. He's got great flair, good passing, tackle. He's got good technique. He's actually really good at winning the ball back too with tackling. He's got great first touch, great dribbling. His crossing's okay, but really good pace at 29. And I feel like this guy off the bench is sensational. We also got to say that we've got him here for another 4 years, and he's currently worth 34 mil. So at any point, if he got interest and someone came in for 40, 50 mil, that's just straight out profit. because we bought him on a free. I think that's just the free that we're just sensational. I'm pretty sure his negative is that he just wants to be part of the biggest social core group, or he has no strong, just the standard usual. But Isaac will be off the bench. Joe Smith was just a regen goalkeeper that was worth 500k on the transfer list with some potential, and I fought for the under 18s because we didn't have a regen goalkeeper of quality. It just made sense. Next one was Jasmine, and this was the one that the stream taught me into with Jasmine. It's because he was a driven personality. He was 20. We don't play with a guy on the left, and we did loan out Sydney, but the guy's worth 8.75 mil. We picked him up for his release fee of 3.2, and he's got very good physicals. We could technically train him to play as a centre attacking mid. He's got very good passing. He's got very decent technicals, and obviously with that determination, he probably could learn playing centre attacking mid quite well. We could have still learned to play up front as maybe as a poacher. That's probably not a bad idea as well, but we do have a lot of poachers. We can't learn him to play centre attacking mid. As you can see, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. He's off the ball, and his long shot doesn't help, but everything else is not bad. But I think Jasmine, with a lot of growth, could be a player that we can either use when we have to change games, use if we ever go to 4-3-3 again or 4-2-1 for whatever reason. Maybe there's massive striker injury and we have to go to wingers. He would definitely be used. And then there is obviously, the ability to be sold him for 3.2 mil. I don't think we're ever going to make a loss on him unless we sell him on a free. The last transfer was the one that we desperately needed. We needed a striker of quality. Unfortunately, no one wanted to come to us. Anyone that's watched the stream, put in the comment right now. I searched high and low on that Sunday night stream that we had 30 people watching for a striker that was of quality. We have a guy called Diawara that I really wanted to sign, and he's unhappy at the club. Is Boba Diawara Olympic Lyon? He's unhappy. He wants to leave. Wants a new deal. They keep telling me that they want 100 million for him. And I've even offered 30 mil with 30 mil over this and that, and offered 100 mil like that, and they said no, we want 140 then, but they want 100 mil straight out. I just don't have that much sort of money, but he would be sensational because as much as a winger, you're an advanced forward with those stats. We had him, we had we had a lot of players that are of decent level. So what we decided to do is we're going to go with another wonder kid, and the Bayern wonder kid Sebastian Rab is the reason why it drew me to him is that something that I think Joe Sylvia lacks. As much as Joe Sylvia's quicker. And his composer's basically the same. They're basically the same players. That he's got that 15 finishing. He's got that raw finishing ability that Silva doesn't. We've seen Joe Silva miss many chances. He did score in the FA Cup. We've got to remember in the FA Cup he had 2 1-on-1s that he should have scored, and he didn't. And the off the ball I think is massive. And Silva's off the ball's like 13, and I think Rabs is 16. Thing is, by signing him and bringing him in for 12 mil, he's consistently already worth 32, and he's a wonder kid from Bayern. Now, if you're a wonder kid labelled from Bayern, I think you're going to go into this. The game really rates him really highly. I'd rate him a bit more like how Morales rates him, 3-star with 4-star. I don't think he's that much better than Joe Silva. But in saying that, though, I feel like that he's not too bad. If you can hear the noise in the background, it's mum washing her hands or brushing her teeth, and it's the tap screaming for her to turn it higher or lower. It's kind of on that intermediate setting. Mum could stop doing that. That would be great. But there we are. Where is Joe Silvia? I've missed him, haven't I? Sylvia, S. Where are we, Sylvia? Can I not see him? Is it me or we can't find Jai Sylvia? Interesting. You gotta just have to take my word for it that they are. Oh, we are on Sylvia. Wow, Damon Rab. There we are. Interesting. As you can see, they're very, very similar. If we go by advanced forward on attack, they're super similar. I actually think Joe Silva's better technically, yes. But Rab is just sensational, physically, and that off the ball is huge, and the finishing is just that slight bit better. We've given Silva so many opportunities to go do what he needs to do, but he's never, ever, ever been, prolific for us, which is a bit sad, really. I wish he could be, but he never was. 21, 6 goals, just never had that great return. I just feel like Rab could be quite the player. When we move into the squad, that's the team that we're looking at. The next comparison we do need to make is maybe Van Dijk and Kim Jan. I don't know who to pick out of these two. Daniel's obviously our star player for the year, and I feel like if Daniel performs, we perform. But if we go to Kim Jan under K, it wouldn't matter. It's Kim Jan. It just keeps not coming up with the players that we want to see, does it? Anyway, where's Kim Jan? Kim Jan's here. If we go to the playlist of Kim Jan, there we are, and Van Dijk, we swap them in. They're just so similar. Van Dijk's better with pace and that, but he lacks in the air. I don't know who to start out of these two. If you go to the report, they're both very similar report. Consistency is the problem with Van Dijk, but whereas Kim Jan has the consistency and he's an international, I just don't know what to do. I'm actually thinking that we play Kim Jan over Van Dijk now that I think about it because of the international experience. That's the only reason. But if you could let me know in the comments section or in the chat, there we are. Did you win the title? Subs. What is up, Damon? Did you win the title? We won the FA Cup. Yes, we did. We didn't win the title though. We weren't fighting for it, John the Greek, but it's okay. And what is up? Not too much. This is the last game for the stream. We don't stream on Monday nights because I come home from coaching late. Everybody's at work that are like the stream too, like all the UK guys that come into the stream. So we generally don't stream Mondays, but I had to stream this stream to get to this game that we're about to play here. So then we can wake up tomorrow morning before work, get the YouTube episode out, and then we can play off stream into a point where we're about to stream again, right? But if you look at the team, it's not too bad. You got Burgess, Kim Jan, Daniel Smithies is going in goals because Diogo's upset. Diogo wanted a new contract, and I said yes to giving him a new contract. He's currently worth 31 mil to 2028, and I was like, okay, we'll extend it by a little bit and whatever. As you could also see in his contract, he has an 80 mil release fee to Champions League clubs. You want to know what he put in? He put in a minimum release fee of 36 mil locked in, and I rejected it. I was like, no, I don't care what your agent says, I'm not doing that. And he wanted a big wage rise, which is fine by me because we have the money, and I think Diogo's a really good goalkeeper for the level. He got unhappy, he's complaining with teammates, he doesn't want to be here because he doesn't trust me anymore. I'm just going to keep him here against his will because he's a quality goalkeeper and he will play. Anyway, Burgess is going in with Kim Jan. Smithies is going to start in the cup. He will play most cup games. Daniel Da Silva. Dosek and Miguel was so closely matched. We're going to play him in and out. Got in. Alex is going to play in the hole with Hala, Rab, and Marquez. On the bench is Wallace, Van Dijk, Miguel, Isaac Silva, Joe Silva, Mark Thuram, and ladies and gentlemen, Alexander got a work permit. That is correct. We offered him a new contract, 53k, and then we appealed it on stream just before, and the game came back and said, Alex has a work permit. I think that's because we're in Europe, and I think the game just finally realised that we have a high enough stature that we can sign Brazilians without going through the whole work permit mess, or people from, international, from places where you might not get a work permit. Alex, I think, is going to be quite the wonder kid. Just look how good he is. Another midfield signing. That probably means the end for Luizano, but there we are, and hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, I reckon that we've got quite the squad. If we actually go into the squad screen and we go select every player that's in this squad screen, and we got 28 people in the squad. That's a big squad for people in Europe, but we should be okay. Well, it's a big squad, but we are in Europe, so we should be okay. Anyway, we've got people that we can actually go to on the bench. Like Silva's a very good bench option. Thuram's a good bench option. Silva's a very good bench option. So is Alex. So is Miguel. Van Dijk and Wallace also know what they're doing. You got Daniel Wood that's playing reserve football. You got Alcott who's going to be available for the reserves until he's fit. Same with Luizano too. Actually going to make available for the under 23s for 90 minutes. I wouldn't mind. This is the only player that I would probably sell is Luizano, because that 17 mil on 35k a week we probably can get rid of. And we got Matthew King in the under 23s who is here that can also play in Luizano's role. So we probably can sell Luizano even though he's nearly English. Something that we might do off stream. Anyway, as we can see here's the lads. We've got Smithies, Burgess, Kim Jan, Daniel Da Silva, Dosek Godin, who's been in great form in pre-season, Hala, Alex, Marquez, and Rab. And there we are. Marquez then did something. He has a tight hamstring or something. He was out for 1 to 3 days, but he should be fit to play this game. Liverpool gone with Tandy, Firmino, Salah, Costa, Chiesa. Their new signing is the wonder kid that we nearly picked up too, the Dutchman international. Kieran Tierney, Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent, and Butland instead of Becker in goals, which is interesting. Maybe Liverpool are just trying to take it a little bit less with the league about to start. We owe after Liverpool after what happened. We don't want to lose 9-0 here. That is for sure. We are going to set the opposition instructions and ask for that one there. Feel like we're a lot better squad than when we lost to Liverpool 9-0 when we last played them. So there's a little bit of revenge to mark out here. Anyhow, it is Liverpool in the purple, us in the red. We did win the choice of colour, which is great. And here we are. Score predictions in the chat. Farmer Sam reckons we're going to lose 4-1. Wouldn't put it past us, to be honest. Liverpool are just that good on the save. They scored 116 goals last year. We conceded 9 at Anfield. We did beat them at Anfield in a testimonial game, which is a glorified friendly. And there we are. Anyway, Alex does pick up the ball, but it should be game over. It should be highlight over, and it is. But it's straight away a Trent Alexander free kick, who scored for me in the FM League last week from a free kick from a bit further out than that, but he puts it wide here. And there we go. In the FM League, we're 3-1, which is great. 3-1-0, I should say. As Trent gets another free kick. Hits that one there, and he's hit the outside of the post and out for a goal kick. We won this morning as well against FM Lobster and his Leicester side 2-0. In a game we controlled mostly. Anyway, Chiesa on the ball there. His ball inside the Trent. We've not started well at all, can I just say. We're starting right on the back foot. This game would be a good test to see how far we are away from Liverpool. And we are 1-0 down. And look, I'm just going to tell them straight away that just to get creative. Come on, lads. Let's not go get absolutely pumped. That's the thing, is not to get pumped here. As Trent gets on the ball, whips it inside there to the Dutchman. The Dutchman now gets the ball inside there to Douglas Costa. We are 1-0 down. Straight away, though, up the other end, which is what we want. And Rab flicks in towards Haller. Haller actually flicks it on. Gomez heads away, though. And now they'll come away. It will Liverpool. It will actually fall to Dosek. Somehow Salah's won that. I don't understand. Dosek, what a challenge. And Daniel now will pick it up with De Silva. De Silva now plays it back to Daniel. Daniel now goes all the way back there to Smithies and Kim Jan. Liverpool's the only team in the top, the normal top 5 that we actually worry about. Everyone else, apart from Liverpool, we beat very well. Liverpool just kill us every time we play Liverpool. Salah runs inside, finds Tandy, who just smacks it. But he's offside, apparently, is Tandy. He didn't look off, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with the game there. I thought Tandy was well onside, Dylan. But we'll find out anyway. Maybe I've missed something here. Massively onside. I don't know who that was, but that was the Silver keeping on onside by a mile. There we go. I picked it up live. I thought live it was definitely onside. And he was onside there. Anyway, we are just having a shocker. Anyway, Dylan now with the ball, cuts it in there. It's cleared back to Dylan, cuts back to Tandy. He does score this time, and it is 2-0. We haven't even had a shot, which is like the best part of this. We don't even look like creating. Look, this is not typical Sunderland. We've dominated every preseason game. We've won every preseason game. We've had a shot finally. That's good. But there we are. I just don't want to come against Liverpool in any cup competition because Liverpool are way too good for us. I don't know what it is, but we can't do anything against Liverpool. It's Tandy with the ball. Cuts it. Costa's about to score. 3-0. Game over. Yeah, good fun. We're going to switch into that, I reckon. We're just going to go to that. There we are. We're just going to try and hold on for dear lives now. Mazzala on the attack. And just game over. Just going to switch to the 4-3 and just try and keep the ball. And not get pumped. Like, it's just... We're going to get absolutely flogged here by Liverpool. Once again, I thought we were a lot better than when we could finish 9-0, but we can't do anything against Liverpool's Keita makes it 4. Liverpool just come forward and score with every opportunity. It is great. I didn't want to put this, I've coached all night. It's 10:50 at night. We got on the stream at 10 o'clock to come and do this, just so we can get a YouTube episode out, and this is how the game's going to repay me with us losing 4-0. Great stuff. And if we're going to get beat, we're going to just move back to that. We're actually just going to move to a very attacking system and try and get a goal or two back into it. But it's game over. Just, I don't understand. We finished 5th in the league. We beat Man United at home and away last season. We beat, who did we beat? We beat Arsenal in the FA Cup. We beat Spurs. We've drawn with Spurs. We've done it all. Can't Liverpool rock up. Like, I will admit, I love Liverpool, so it's fun. I didn't mean to click that. Believe you guys can improve. Okay, we've bottled that too. We're gonna go to the tactics screen, and we're just gonna get Alex, get Alex on. We're gonna go that. We're gonna get Dosik off so he doesn't get sent off. Might get Van Dijk on so he doesn't get sent off as well. We're just gonna make a triple change, just making sure no one gets sent off here. But yeah, once again, Liverpool just come through, and every highlight you've seen, Liverpool have just gone, yep, not a problem at all. We're just gonna win this game nice and easily. If they make it 4-0, I don't know. If they make it 5-0, I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, De Silva looks for Rab. Just not into his feet. Just every time we play Liverpool, passes don't hit. Every time we play against any other side in the top 5, or just any other side in the Premier League, we're all right. Finally, we hit a pass. Marquez, make it 1. Butland. It would have been nice to get a goal back. Would have been nice. And there we are. But no. Once again, Liverpool have 12 shots, 5 on target, 4 goals. Just, yeah. I just don't know what to say or to do about it. It's just every time we play Liverpool, we get pumped. So we're not going to do Liverpool for another live comment anymore because Liverpool are just going to pump us and makes for not good viewing. But, I thought maybe with the squad that we have built, that we're right. If you actually look at the stats as a whole, you would actually say this game's been quite even. But unfortunately, they've put their chances away. We haven't. Anyway, Haller's on the ball now. Haller going down the line of... You can't beat Virgil like that. You have to play into feet, or you're going to have to put it into space. Instead, he just keeps it straight to Virgil. Salah, who is just going to win Player of the Year again, finds Alex. Alex was actually, it was the right idea, just the wrong ball. There we go. Anyway, the ball finds Trent. Trent, the captain's going to get over there. It's headed through from Salah, and Douglas Costa at the back post makes it 5. I just don't think it's fair. The stats will say that this game was even, and we're going to get beat 5-0. We lost to Liverpool 9-0 in the league last time we played them in a live com as well. So, they're going to make it 6. Just waiting for it. I'm waiting for that to be like a penalty, but it's not. Anyway, Miguel just goes long up the line, and that's fine. Marcus will actually get on it. Can we get 1 goal against Liverpool? Just score. Just score, Hala. I am so tired. I can't even get angry. I'm so tired. I'm just ready to go to bed as Virgil makes it 6. Let me know what you think of the signings now, guys. Obviously, before this game, we would have thought the signings were sensational. After this game, the signings are great. We're going to just speed up because no one wants to watch this at all. Watch us score now, we sped it up. No, instead it's a chance to watch straight to Marquez. Anyway, watch them make it 7. There we are. Just going to be game over here. I didn't want to do this in a live com, but unfortunately for us, that's what you got to do. Butler makes another save, so who cares? Daniel can't get on it. This is great. Anyway, hopefully by the next time we see you guys, it works out a lot better. But, there's no point viewing a game like this. It's a community shield at the end of the day, so yeah. Everyone's had a shocker. Stat-wise, it hasn't been that bad, but far out. Just seriously far out. We've been doing that in games in pre-season where it's just been like, pumping side's not a problem. But here we are in the community shield where it's just game over. It was 6-0 down. There we are. Liverpool just score. They just score. You play 4-3-3, you're going to lose. You play our system, which beats every other team in the Prem, you're going to lose. I just don't get it. It's this guy right here. It's Mo Salah. Look, as a Liverpool fan, I'm not upset with it at all. I love it. But as a Sunderland boss, I don't understand how Liverpool do this to us every single time. Anyway, go to the post-match. Going to go to the team. Liverpool down to slight favourites when they won 6-0. Going to get aggressive. Tell them I'm far from pleased, and there we are. People seem motivated. I don't care. Anyhow, before we choke, enjoy the rest of your day or night wherever you're watching from on the YouTube. Unfortunately, it's just the worst way to end the episode, right? It's just to get beat by Liverpool 6-0. I actually think the squad's in a really good shape. And I actually think that these guys are going to be very good to use for the whole year. I actually think we can mount quite a European challenge in the Europa League, which you will see next episode is going to be the Europa League draw. And will be as well, and will be a game in the Premier League, I would imagine. You'll be in and around here. Hopefully we do start well in the Prem. As always, links in the description below. Come watch us on Twitch. The only team that we get beat by more than 3 goals or more is Liverpool. The only team last year we got beat by more than 3 goals last year was Liverpool. So I just don't get it. The only team that pumped us last year was Liverpool, and they pumped us 9-0. It just looks like Liverpool have the wood over us. And look, if over teams to have the wood over us, Liverpool's the team. Anyhow, enjoy the rest of your night wherever you're watching from. It is Damien Sunderland and Bright Lights signing up for episode 51. Let me know what you thought of the signings. Thank you and goodbye.